All right, y'all. So Gekishin Squadra did drop a ton of information for us today. We have the developer's letter number 1, and we also did get confirmation about Squadra Talk Season 1 premiere, which is actually later tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific time. I wish maybe they announced this a little bit ahead of time, but that's really cool. The viewing link will be provided at a later time today, and then a P1 capsule, serial code will be given. So that's going to be really nice, right? Just having a ton of information coming out today here. We've been getting weekly updates, and we now know that we're gonna get all the information about season 1, which should drop next week. So that's gonna be really cool. Anyways, I saw that this has nerfs and buffs. So based on the feedback that we received from everyone during season 0, we would like to share the changes we have considered. Please find the details here. So again, season 1 is coming soon, and we'd like to share a few changes that will be made with it. The changes will feature in-game balances and functions as opposed to fixes to the various errors. We apologize for the inconvenience caused, but those are being worked with, some of them already being solved as of now. If players still encounter errors and disconnects, please contact us through the official inquiries or our Discord player reported bugs. So, okay, there's going to be changes to balances for characters and stuff like that, as opposed to the actual errors being fixed, but they are working on that. So, the error 0 code, or the code 0 error that people are experiencing, where like it seems like a disconnection happens during the match, or the server's just stability just isn't like helping, and then you're booted basically to the menu screen, and you have to wait until the match finishes, which is usually like a full match could theoretically go on for 16 minutes, which 17 minutes is about the time frame that it takes. So it's pretty crazy. We will strive for a better play environment for all players as we originally envisioned. With that in mind, here are the upcoming changes. So season 1 changes: hero memory acquisitions. The rate of memory acquisition decay will be lowered. Decay will reset daily. This is good because the more you play a character, of course, the more memories you will technically get. But at the same time, there has been a very noticeable decay in what happens. So if you play the character daily, you will get quite a lot of hero memory acquisition, hopefully. So that's going to be really good. Minimum memory acquisition numbers will be raised. So the requirements, the least amount of memory we can get will be higher, which is good because sometimes you can get like 6. You can get like 6 memory, bro. What are you gonna do when you have like 1,000 required and you get like multiple matches where you get 6, right? Zeni prices of memory offered in shops will be lowered. That's nice. I mean, yeah, because most of the time you don't really even want to buy it with Zeni, honestly. Like, most of the time it's not worth it. We'll increase bonus mission points granted for matchmaking in specific roles from 10 to 30. And nice, that's pretty cool. And then a bonus missions will award players Zeni when cleared. The missions are unlocked as soon as you acquire the bonus mission points. I wonder if I could, in fact, I could probably boot the game up and show you guys real quick. Let me actually literally show you guys, and I'm actually gonna mute the game. If it lets me mute the game, that'd be nice. Like, literally, yeah, I could literally just bring up the game right now and you guys will be able to see. But you get the bonus missions from queuing as like technical or any here, so that will be increased to 30. And this is the wrong one. Where is the missions? Right here, and you see the bonus missions here. You see how there's a Zeni symbol. So when you get this, you get more Zeni by basically getting all the memories. So that's why a lot of times I've been queuing like this, and I've been building up my Zeni here. If you don't know about this, I think that you should definitely do this, just because I think it'll be just allow you to get more Zeni, right? So battle score rewards per character will be from 170 Zeni to 500, and then they'll reset every season. So battle score rewards are something that you get. I shouldn't have closed the game. Again, this is something that a lot of people also don't know, but if you play with the character enough, you do actually get Zeni with them. And I wish I did keep the game open for this. I might just have to keep the game open just in case they show something that I want to like visually show you guys. Because again, a lot of you guys, or even me, I was like, again, a lot of us are new to the full game release because it just came out, right? But like, let's say next to Super Saiyan Goku, I don't have any mark, but next to Krillin, who I play a lot, there is this mark right here. If you get the if you play with the character enough, essentially, I think is an easy way to say it, you will get enough of the battle points, and then you get a mark next to this character. This means that you basically got all the battle points with the character this season, and you get 170 Zeni for each character. But you could do that with any character. And now we know it's going to be 500 and reset every season. So every season, all characters you can get battle points for. So it does promote you playing a bunch of different characters, that I think is really nice. I think if I don't know if this is really the badges. I'm not sure if the badge points are really what it is. But yeah, essentially you just want to play with the character a bunch and then you'll be able to get everything. So that's something that is important to consider there. Video is low-key scuffed, but it's fine. So the hero balance changes are the most important thing here. So these are changes made in response to season 0 performances. Deeper large scope balances will be made with a longer time spent in between each change in the future. So Piccolo buffs. Woo! Piccolo buffs. Wait, okay. Light grenades cooldown time 20 seconds to 15 seconds. Light grenades overall damage will be increased, and then the decrease to special beam cannons required time for maximum charge from 4 to 3 seconds. That is really good. Second difference, chat. It helps. It's a huge difference. Like, and the cooldown time for light grenades 15%. This is like actually a good Piccolo buff. Like, this is not like last time they like buffed Piccolo, but they low-key nerfed him because they gave him extra range in the light grenade, but they took away everything else. So it's like, oh, thanks, man. But now this is really good. Son Goku Mini will increase down damage by, oh god, they're making him better. Dude, chat, if you don't know, Mini Goku is actually low-key busted. I think a lot of people don't necessarily know, and even me, you know, originally looking at his kit, I was like, Wasabimon plus Lightning Bolt is actually disgusting. And you could do that while still rush attacking still, of course, like especially if you're on controller only, you could still rush attack whilst doing this, because you can click inputs at the same time as the rush attack. The amount of damage this does is actually just like absurd, and the way that it's able to very easily farm mobs, like super easily, you just kind of activate the mobs by facing them, and then you could bring them all in the middle, and then you just like one shot them all with this. Powerful dance is pretty decent. I think that the only thing that would need a quote-unquote buff if they wanted to make him better is the Swift Spark. But if this guy had like a crazy ultimate, bro, he would potentially be the best attacker. Like low-key, like this guy is this guy's pretty nasty right now. So that's really nice for him, honestly. First one, Frieza. Zarbon's placement retreat will be more fluent. Imperial Decree will increase Frieza's men's damage higher. Nice Frieza buffs as well. This is actually really good too. Overall, I like these buffs. Piccolo, Mini Goku, and Frieza first form all getting buffs. I think the only character that didn't really need it is Mini Goku as much, but you know, it's fine. You know, why not? Mini Goku is a character you kind of have to think more about to use than many other characters. So if you're good with Mini Goku, you did have to put in some time with them, I feel like. So, you know, why not? Just sure, whatever. Sure. So conclusion, we'll keep all of our players updated on current situations on the direction of Squadra as much as possible. The team is constantly gathering your feedback from your gameplays, broadcasts, and comments, so do not hesitate to voice your concerns. Please look forward to details of season 1 coming soon. So really nice. We do love to see this. And again, I talked about this here, but season 1 premieres on the 9th, or today actually at 8 p.m. Pacific. So again, we talked about it here. The link is not available yet, but I did ask Twitter. Of course, you know, if you guys are familiar with the channel, I do like asking Twitter questions, even though it's kind of a cesspool of negativity all the time. Sometimes there's like a positive, like little light there. And I did ask if they were to drop season 1 of Gekishin Squadra, what would I want this team to do? And in my opinion, I think a Rose Goku Black that can synergize with Zamasu will be my choice personally, because Zamasu is just generally like a overall like straightforward kind of tank character. I don't know, maybe I need to use Zamasu more. I know a friend Rose uses Zamasu quite a bit. I feel like Zamasu needs a little bit more to him, but even if they do buff him, I think him having like not necessarily like a dedicated partner, but a character that he synergizes really good with, I think would be really awesome. So I'm not sure, like at the top of my head, what exactly a Zamasu would be looking for in a partner, because I'm actually not really a person that like divulges mega into Zamasu like that. I'd have to relook at his kit, but imagine like a Goku Black that like increases the health of enemy like ally heroes when he's near them or something. It's also because I don't know, maybe, or like just an attack buff makes him also do a little more like damage would be cool too. But yeah, I think a Rose Goku Black, you know, transformation of course based from Goku Black into Rose would be really nice. You could have the Black Kamehameha. And I think, you know, in the future we can get like a Scythe Rose that's technical without the clones, but right now, like, just a normal attacker Rose Goku Black I think would be a really strong choice for season 1. You know, we have a pretty nice roster overall. Like, I do like the roster selection here. Oh, you can do this, but can you look at the details of the characters? You can't. Oh, I didn't even know this was a thing. I love this site. The site's so good. Yeah, because with Zamasu, yeah, you can see his difficulty is low, like I said, but I feel like Zamasu just doesn't have like the extra sauce that I feel like the other characters have. Imagine if this applied the Rildo effect here. Like, what if they gave this the Rildo effect and then make him a little tankier, like the Fierce God Slicer? Because the continuous damage is nice, but realistically, I think if this gave him some sort of defensive utility on top of it, that'd be really cool. I do like this, and I think this is nice too. This is probably the skill that could get a little better, even though it does have continuous kind of DOT damage. Like, improving this would be cool, especially since it could very easily hit a lot of enemies all together. If this gave him again, maybe not the Khalifa ability because that's kind of her thing right now, but the Rildo ability where the enemies are still targeted towards you, and then it just gives this guy like extra health, like a little bit, like 17 maybe. That would be really cool. I don't know. That's my opinion. This is like a quick little thing I'm throwing out there, right? Let's see here. So you want PyCon Love? Yeah, PyCon Love would be really nice. Honestly, you know, Python, I could definitely see that. Just for like, I'm not sure, like a season 1 drop PyCon by himself, maybe not. This is assuming that they do drop a character, by the way. We don't know if they will. I should clarify that. Let me actually close this. We don't know if they're gonna drop a character. They could not. It's hands up in the air. Actually, I should keep this one up. Bardock, tank Bardock. I guess that's fair. So like, if we take a look at damage, we have what, 10 damage characters. We have 6 technical characters, and we have 6 tank characters. So it's pretty even throughout there. I mean, if they do want to drop multiple, that'd be really cool. But yeah, I think a Bardock character being a tank makes a lot of sense to me. I could also see, because like he eats so many of these attacks, right? I could also see us getting a attacker Bardock that works like Bojack in a sense. Just okay, I should clarify that. That like has his like how Bojack has his minions, Bardock has the Team Bardock squad. That'd be really cool. Broly would be a really good choice right now. That's like a strong Broly character. Honestly, I think that would make him a tank. Like movie 1 Broly would easily be a tank. Movie 10 Broly, it's a movie 1. It's movie 8. But movie 10 Broly would probably be an attacker. I could see that, right? Though he has the lava barrier, so I don't know. Maybe both Brolys would be a tank if they want to make a Broly from each movie. Dots. I assume Janemba. But yeah, okay. Let's keep looking here. Goku Black, Super Buu could be would be cool. GT Goku would be cool. I mentioned they do Super Saiyan 4, but then if they do him, they just... Okay, wait. GT Goku would be good. I don't know if they do Super Saiyan 4, but if they do him, then I just imagine based in Super Saiyan. I mean, GT Goku would be a cool choice. I think GT Goku does quite a bit. We don't have like much to representation. We do have 2 characters. You know, actually, to be fair, I'm saying that as if we don't have like 0 OGDB representation, but we have a decent amount from Z. We have a lot of tournament of power. Just a lot of tournament of power. So yeah, we do have Namek Saga. We don't actually have no, I think Kid Gohan's also Namek Saga. I don't believe we have any Saiyan Saga besides Krillin here. I believe even that is Krillin, I believe, is from the Saiyan Saga here. Based off, you know, his ultimate and the scatter shot. This is like a Saiyan Saga Krillin for sure, right? But like we still could use a lot of characters from just like across the series. Of course, there's only what, 24 characters, so. Second form Frieza, Frost. Dude, this guy loves Frost. Tao, so it kills the game. Tao season 1, you know what? Why not? At this point, just don't go for it, man. Frost again, because of Dandre. Dandre loves Frost, chat. It has to be OGDB, another Tao lover. You know, I love Tao Pai Pai. I just don't know if they lead season 1 Tao Pai Pai, peak cinema for me. I love Tao, but I think that, you know, if they're gonna choose a character, people aren't gonna be drawn in season 1 with Tao Pai Pai. I think they would choose some Super Saiyan character. Just to draw people in, but who knows? I think as long as the character looks interesting and the kit looks fun with this game, they could realistically even do a Tao Pai Pai for like a drop. I can see that happening. Let's keep taking a look here. So you want Gotenks the most, but you have no idea what moveset for him would entail. Like pretty much any character. I mean, Gotenks, he has the Deadeye Mr. Barrage, he has the Ghost. Like I think the Ghost kind of working like Krillin's minds could be really interesting. Where it's like, okay, or the Ghost could work like Oob Cyclone. Honestly, yeah, I think that would be a better choice. Where like, okay, over time you can get more and more ghosts, and they kind of circle around you. They could, you know, what could be really interesting, like it could be used as some sort of like defensive tool. Like imagine they, like the enemy is attacking you, and then you explode it and you push the enemy away, and it deals damage to them and you can get away. Or if you're pushing the enemy, you could use the ghost to explode them still. Like I think something like that could be really cool, with like the like kind of Gotenks' Ghost Kamikaze. I think that'd be really sick, honestly, if they do something like that with Gotenks. Like something with his ghosts, you know, with Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks would be awesome. His ultimate would probably be the what is it called? The volleyball. Yes. Optic, Ginyu, Future Gohan, or Janemba would be cool. Future Gohan, yeah. I don't know if they would drop a batch of characters, but if they do, honestly, like if it was a batch of these characters, I think that would be cool. Because we don't have, how many villains do we have in here compared to heroes? Boo, Frieza, Deborah, Bojack, Cell, Cooler. Yeah, so we have like 5 in comparison to like the 19 heroes, which is gonna always be the sense. But I think a villain would be also really nice to add to the roster. Rosy Flag is my choice, but Fidel's the damage roll. Great Saiyan comes in to assist her during her rush and ult. Most likely not happening soon, but hoping to add her one day. I mean, they'll add a Videl eventually. Worst case scenario, she's a supporter or something for a bit, but I think that they will, you know, there's like the Ender 16, the Zerubian, etc. Like their bosses, right now they probably don't have like an idea of making them a character anytime soon, but I think if this game goes on long enough, those characters will eventually be added as playable characters, especially since they have the models for them already anyways. So maybe you could argue, since they have the models for them, they already have an idea for them, but I don't know. Goku Black, DBS Broly, Fury Broly would be cool. Dokkan just dropped one. You love Baby Vegeta too, and maybe some lower picked characters like movie characters, DKP. I would love Demon King Piccolo. We'll read a few more, and then we'll kind of end things here. You feel like they'll cornball someone forever to add God Key transformations, even though it's not going to be overpowered in this type of game. I think, you know, depending, we don't know how they want to take the game's schedule, if they're going to make any like, you know, oh, this is going to be a big time of the year. Besides, like, you know, of course, a Gekishin anniversary will be huge. I think New Year's will be a pretty big thing, right? So, yeah, Metal Cooler, Demon King Piccolo, Tien, Great Saiyan, any grown up Gohan. Yeah, we don't have like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan would also be a really good drop for season 1. It's Toshi too, so. Janemba Attacker, Gotenks Specialist, Super 17 Tank, any version of Broly would be awesome. Yeah. You'd rather save, let's read this. Save the really hype characters for anniversaries and things like that, since it's not like Dokkan where we can't get a bunch of same character bunch. Well, I mean, the thing about we could still get a bunch of the same character in a sense. Like, it depends on how they take it. It could be a transformation character. They could do just the character in that form by itself. Like, theoretically, we could, in the future, like, we have Super Saiyan Goku right now in the game, but we could still get, like, a Super Saiyan Goku that is, it's a transmission Goku from the Cell fight. Maybe they make it like, okay, it's in the same slot and you could select between it. Because again, this guy in game is Super Saiyan Son Goku, right? But like, what if it's like, okay, you click to play him, and then you could select Super Saiyan Son Goku from the Namek Saga here, and then you could also select Super Saiyan Goku from the Cell Saga, something like that, right? Where it's like there's different variants of the characters. I could see that happening, especially if they're both still attackers. If they're different roles, you know, like maybe Super Saiyan Goku from the Cell Saga is a technical character, and what if he could do instant transmission, like. Imagine a passive like that where he has the ability to do like a vanish step twice every like 30 seconds or something like that, or maybe 30 seconds each once. Like every certain amount of time frame, he's able to do basically that blue card. The vanish step, would it be busted beyond belief? Yes, it would be extremely busted. But that's just like an example. I'm not saying, maybe I shouldn't say they actually should do that, but I think it could be balanced depending on the situation. Because as a technical character, he would be more so a mobile, like a moving around the map anyways. He might not do as much damage, right? Maybe like a counter ultimate could be really interesting, but yeah. Anyways, say earliest you want to see a character like this is Christmas, New Year's. I disagree. I think, well, I agree to an extent, but like I think we should not put in a mindset of, oh, they should do this for this, they should do this for that, because realistically the game is very new and fresh. We don't know how they're going to take the game. We don't know what they're going to do. We don't know if every season will have multiple character drops, or are they going to drop a character every 2 to 3 weeks, right? It really does depend. And I think that season 1, even if we discard all that, season 1 will be a way that new players will really be able to be pulled into the game again, because even though, of course, the game officially dropped, Season 0 felt like, again, I've said this multiple times, it felt like a way for them to test things out and get feedback from us. And Season 1 is going to be the actual quote-unquote launch. That's kind of what I'm feeling like a Season 0 is. So especially since it was only 2 weeks, there was no battle pass, right? That's what I'm thinking. And there's no actual ranked kind of... Like, there is the rank mode right now, of course, but there's no actual ranked, like, viewing that you could see. In fact, we'll just end here. We can go back over, and then we can see not here. If we open this, we can see there's no actual rankings not available right now. So, again, even though we could all rank up and things like that, it is a thing where, like, there's still a lot of things to kind of be added to the game. Anyways, one here. I think Rose Goku Black would be really cool, but who knows? Let me know what you guys would like to see. If you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate y'all, but I'll catch you guys later tonight when the Gekishin little thing happens, and peace out.